Well, good morning, everyone. Not really. Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle, and I am with Bopsee. So I want to start off by sharing a story. I was recently at my aunt's house, and one of my big cousins, and I mean big in stature and big in his New York mouth, confronted me. And he said, "Why on earth are you building a dating app? That's the last thing that the world needs is another dating app." So I kind of paused and considered his frustration. My cousin is a good-looking guy with a great job. But ever since he relocated to upstate New York, he's had challenges connecting with the people that he's meeting online. So I answered his question. I simply said, "It's a video speed dating app." Well, he frowned, he paused, and I could actually watch the lines disappear from his forehead. And he said, "I think you might be on to something here." Online dating apps, they provide us with on-the-go access. They provide us with fast access. And what do we do with that? I actually lost my train of thought, sorry. I'm sorry about that. So they provide us with, like I said, the on-the-go access. They provide us with the fast access. And I'm so sorry. Oh, God. I just lost my train of thought right now. I know, I did the. Okay, so I'm sorry. Can I just cheat just a little bit? That's what happened to me right now. Okay, so with the online access, what it also provides to us is a quick fix. So when I was online, what I noticed is that a lot of people kept saying, "Can I come over? Can I come over?" I thought my name was actually changed from Michelle to "Can I come over right now?" So according to a recent Pew Research study, we found out that about a third of the population of people that are online are not really going on online dates. So they're not dating at all. They're making connections, but not going online. So how can we help them? What if we could actually offer them 6 dates? 6 dates that they can have from home without leaving the comfort of their home. So I would like to introduce Bopsee, the first video speed dating app. So how it works. So with Bopsee, the first thing that you need to do is pick a date and time, simply. So look at your schedule and find a date, time that you can actually complete a session. Enjoy your session. Have fun during your session. You can see here that we have things in common. These are Facebook likes. So the things that you mutually like together. So you can have a conversation about that. But you can see their real face and what they really look like. At the end of each date, you have an opportunity to bop or to see. So bop means, of course, you don't like them. See means you'd like to continue to see them. Continue the connection. At the end of your session, you'll have an opportunity to enter into a chat room with all the people that you're matched with. So you can exchange pictures, you can exchange conversation. Hopefully, that will lead to a real date. Taya?
So there's a lot of problems with the dating world right now. One of them is gamification, where people are just not taking dating seriously at all. They're just swiping to see how many people they can connect in one sitting. There's too many options. So there's a lot of dating sites and apps out there that's introducing people to thousands of individuals. So why choose one, right? Lame dating app conversations. So you connect with someone, you start talking, and it seems like it's interesting and it's going to go somewhere, but it doesn't. It's just chatting for the sake of chatting. Then there's endless messaging, where you just say, "Hi, how are you? How was your day?" And that is the extent of your whole conversation that's repeated every day for 3 weeks. And the infamous catfishing, where you look at a picture and it looks one way, and then you see that person in real life and it's 30 pounds later, or it's their brother. So there's a lot of different solutions out there with online dating, app dating, and in-person speed dating. So with those alternatives, they're focused on swiping and casual daters. So there's no space for somebody who really wants something that is real and serious that they can build on. They've implemented video stories, so you get a glimpse of that person, but you don't really get to really see and connect with that person live. And then also it's chat roulette without preference matching. So it's just the luck of the draw of who you connect with based on what they look like only and not their character. Our advantage is that we're the first to market speed dating app. So we're the first app to actually incorporate speed dating online. We're for serious daters who want to make a real connection with people and get to know them. And we offer scheduled sessions where you can choose an opportunity to talk to somebody and get yourself all dolled up, ready to go, shave your beard and everything, so you know you're getting ready to meet somebody. And we're offering human interaction with people so that you can actually see and talk to that person. So our solution, in a nutshell, is live video speed dating. We're restoring real human interaction with people. We're eliminating filters, so there's no porcelain doll filters or the crown filters. And we're eliminating catfishing altogether to actually talk to the person that you see on the other end of the screen. So we'll open it up for questions.
That was awesome. Well, my name is Malia. I'm one of the organizers, and I typically kick off the Q&A. And I love how differentiated your product is, and I completely love that it eliminates catfishing. Not that I'm on any dating sites, but I have plenty of friends who are, and they have met some people who they weren't planning on meeting because of this catfishing problem. So we're going to kick off the Q&A. Same rules as before. We have about 14 minutes, and I'll bring the mic out to you. Yvette has the first question.
I'm sorry. I've not had anything to do with a dating site. Yeah. I've been married a long time, long before this happened. But I still wonder, can anybody just like do the switcheroo? Like you think you're talking to this person, him, but instead you're actually talking. You're thinking you're talking to him, but you're actually talking to him. Is there any way, even though it's a face-to-face site? So, hey man, can you come over and do this for me or whatever?
Well, I think it would be very difficult. So if you can think about FaceTime, when you're talking to someone real and live, so you should be able to tell if someone's moving their mouth and the voice is coming from somewhere else. So if you,
No, I'm just talking about where you're actually talking to him, but he's standing in for him.
That's probably an opportunity for a business, but yeah, that can happen. You can hire an actor. I mean, totally, that can happen, and I don't think we can, get away from that.
I believe the chances of that is slim, because those individuals are not serious about meeting somebody, and we're trying to be very realistic about our audience. We're not looking to take Tinder people who swear by swiping and just looking at people and trying to connect with them and connect with them only because of how they look. Those individuals are going to be the people who would do something like that. So I believe the chances of something like that happening is going to be slim, because that's going to be those individuals who are not our audience.
So how many users do you have so far, and how many dates are you producing?
So today we have 110 users. So we launched in August of last year. So our average age right now is 32 years old. We have 48% males and the rest are females. So so a few dates a week. So right now we're just trying to break into the market. We only have the iOS version ready. Android should be done by the end of the month. So.
And are you having, once people use it, are they coming back and using it again?
We
Do you have information about that, like how, return rate?
Yeah, not return rate. We have some positive reviews for sure, but none of that yet.
because we still need to work on our marketing and grow our pipeline right now.
How do you get the initial 100? So, like, when you launched, did you launch with 100, or was it like we have a few people and people just trusted that your audience would build?
Yeah, good question. So friends and family is one thing. We do a lot of social media, Instagram, Facebook. We've had a few user testing events, so that really helps out a lot. So that's kind of the way we've grown so far. So we really haven't pushed it that hard. We're waiting for Android to be ready, because we always get the question, when's Android coming out? When's Android coming out? So
Although iPhone users still like, they're the only one out there, it's more Android users than iPhone, so.
Question. So you did answer a little bit about the marketing and what your strategy or what you're currently doing. What is your long-term strategy on marketing? Is it all going to be through social media, or are there going to be events, or how do you handle that? And secondly, fee structure. What's your cost?
Yeah, good question. So we have let's take to the next slide, the traction slide. So we just hired Jack Stone. He was from the Bachelorette season, last year's season. So he's going to do some influencer marketing for us. We also are reaching out to other influencers in Dallas. But we want to be able to build like a formula for Dallas and then kind of replicate that to Austin, San Antonio, San Francisco, LA. So that's kind of our plan. But mainly social media. I would say a lot of local meetups here. We're trying to do some meetups in downtown Dallas, Deep Ellum, Uptown. We're trying to do that. So that's kind of how we're breaking through. So what other questions?
Cost structure.
Oh, cost structure. So today, if you join Match or eHarmony, you're going to pay around $42 a month on Match and $60 a month on eHarmony. So we're charging around $39 just because we're not a proven product yet, and we don't want to charge more than Match or more than eHarmony. So that's a monthly fee. So we also have some in-app purchases. There's also, in between dates, you get 90 seconds. So we have opportunities to put commercials in between each date. Also just banner ads as well.
And everyone will receive a free session each month. So it's a free app. The subscription, of course, will be something that you can add on for unlimited sessions. So everyone will be able to try Bopsee for free.
Yeah, and that's a lot of dates. 6 dates in 1 month is a lot.
That would be great.
Yeah, so.
Are you limited to 6 dates, or is it like, Tinder or some of the others where with your subscription unlimited, do I get unlimited bops? Or
Unlimited sessions.
unlimited sessions?
Yes.
But what's a session? Is that a date?
A session is up to 6 dates matched according to your preferences.
Okay.
Yeah, and today your preferences are male or female, age, height, and location.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we're going to open it up to more preferences like education or kids or smoking, but we kind of want to let the market kind of dictate what our next features will be.
Okay, I have a question. One, for video purposes, can you all pass the mic around when you answer questions? Okay, my first question is, if I sign up for Bopsee, can you guarantee that I'll get to go on a date with Jack Stone?
That's a popular question these days.
But this is a
That
real
is a
question.
very popular question these days. I was messaging with Jack the other day, and I said, look, all they want to do is date you. No, I was kidding. So
know,
Jack
right?
Stone is on
Yeah.
Bopsee, so you have to catch him when you can.
Okay. There's only 100 people, so I mean, my chances are pretty
Yes,
good.
yes.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay, my real question is, what is the biggest obstacle that you've faced so far?
I think like our friends over here, I would say that the biggest obstacle since the initial launch was with creating awareness and with marketing, but we have held back a little bit because we want to wait until we are in the Google Play Store. But I would say that the biggest obstacle is marketing. Zork, Taya?
I think video scares people. It takes a different type of person to jump on a video and just kind of put yourself out there. So I think a lot of people, I think our target is definitely the older crowd because I feel like, no offense, but they're more confident and put together. But I think that's it. I think it's a new product and they have to learn to use a new product. I think that's the biggest issue. So training, education.
It surprises me that your target would be older, because when you think about video usage, chat usage, it's typically a younger audience and it is trying something new. So you think that it would be a younger audience who's more comfortable with doing video online?
So as far as it's speed dating, so you actually have to have a real conversation. So the younger crowd, they don't like to talk to people anymore. So they only communicate over text, over the phone. So the over 30 crowd, we still like to talk to humans. They only like to text right there. So the thought of actually talking to a human for X amount of time scares them.
We've also gotten actual feedback from people who are in their 20s who this app would not be something that they would use for that reason. they're not trying to settle down, really. There's a select few individuals in that age range who are, but they're very few, and they marry quick. So everyone else, they're looking to just swipe out of boredom and maybe meet somebody for drinks or something. Everyone else who is 30 and older, they don't want to waste time just swiping and trying to vet people based on looks. They want to narrow stuff down very much and have a good opportunity to meet somebody or have even a small pool of individuals who would be more likely to be a good suitor for them.
My question is what is your, number one, what's your vetting process? So you make sure you don't have a criminal component to this. And number two, do you have a partnership with training? Like, what really type of questions should you ask besides just asking the chit-chat stuff, which you really are not interested in? You want to get to the real core and the character of a person. That's what you do in speed networking and all of that. So do you have a training component for that, training component for protection, and when should you say yes to going out and giving away your phone number?
So we have a feature called abuse during the chat. So if someone's doing something inappropriate, saying something that you don't like, or exposing themselves, there's a way you can get out by clicking abuse. And we've had that concern a lot about even underage things going on. So there is definitely that component. And also, as far as training is concerned, so what we did is we take the common Facebook likes, and that kind of gives you sort of conversation starters. But we don't have training, and that's a great idea, because we've been trying to partner with relationship experts and coaches, and maybe. Please share. Yeah.
Retired private investigator, retired police officer from Vegas, and he gets free training for women and stuff like that. So if that's an interested partner, I can get you that.
Yeah, definitely. We'd appreciate that. But as far as starting a conversation on a date, it's kind of practice. So I think it's kind of the experience learning curve, right? But yeah, and there's actually there's a 90-second wait, so we could add some icebreakers and questions and topics. So we can definitely do that. That's something we can add in the yeah. That's great. Thank you.
All right. One of the questions I had whenever I was looking at it. So, why start out at the $39.99? And I know that you guys had said comparing it for market comparisons, but whenever you're looking at it, I mean, personally, I know I fall into the millennial category and not your target market. I'm also married, so not your target market. But whenever I'm going through and I'm looking at the app store, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not paying more than $5 for an app. I'm not. It's not happening. So that's one of the hard things that I'm looking at whenever you're doing it. If you're looking at $40 a month, every month for a service like this, whenever you could go on and use Tinder for free or one of these other.
Well, Tinder's not free. So with all of the other dating apps, there is some type of subscription or add-on to Tinder and Bumble and all the other apps. Bopsee is free. We are free as well. So everyone can sign on to Bopsee and have one free session a month. If you'd like to have unlimited sessions a month, you can pay the $39.99 a month. So that's optional to you. So we are a free app, just like Tinder is a free app. But I think on average, I don't know, you probably know how much people are spending on Tinder. I think you said about $1 million a year?
Maybe.
That does sound, we looked at that yesterday. I think people are spending, about 1 million. 1 million people are spending money.
Yeah, so Tinder has about 50 million users. About 1 million of those are paying customers. And about the average unmarried American spends around $1,600 on dates. So that's like buying a new blazer, getting your hair done. So there's definitely some income that people are spending on dating. So people want to find people, basically.
And they will pay for it.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I was on Match, one of the things that I found, who's laughing? I heard somebody laugh. It's not funny. It's great service. One of the things that I didn't like about Match is that I felt like it was work. Like I would come home from my job and I'd have all of these people who were pinging me, and I'd be like, oh, I gotta follow up, I gotta like or unlike. Now you said that you do filtering. Like, are you helping this older community filter out people who really aren't good matches for them? Because I don't want to like have to go through all of these people to figure out who I want to do a video session with. Then I got to do a video session. Then I got to figure out if I'm going on a date. Like, how are you helping me from the beginning?
So the filters, when we reference filters, this is a very much a millennial thing. So now with the filters, what a lot of the males and females are doing is they're adding filters to their picture. So they're gorgeous online. They're just striking. And when people show up to actually meet the person in person, they don't look anything like that filter because they're changing themselves. Or even they may use some of the Snapchat filters, which changes the form of their face as a bunny or something like that. So people are putting those pictures out in disguise. So that's what we meant. So as far as filters, I think as the lady suggested here, that's something we can talk about in the future to see if we can weed out any criminals or do more vetting. Right now, the vetting is Facebook, which is a popular vetting
It seems
site
like
right
you
now.
could do some filtering on the profiles, whether it's keywords or it's answers to certain questions, like she said. Because if I am in the older audience, I don't know that I want to wade through all of these potential, hookups and then find out through video session it's like they may look the same, but it's like, man, we really didn't have anything in common.
Yeah, so there's an issue today, too, with dating. Less than 30% of the people on dating apps go on dates. So your numbers are stacked up against you, and then you have to communicate for a couple weeks, and sometimes you never meet the person. So we let you meet the person right away. There's no waiting. And guys, 6 dates in 1 month is a lot. And it's 6 dates that's almost over 52 dates a year maybe. So, but it's different in that aspect as far as meeting. So it's quicker. You meet them right away, basically.
So you're having 6 real conversations. The way it stands now, as Taya talked about earlier, you could actually talk with someone over a week, and your conversation consists of, hi, how are you doing, for 7 days straight. This way, you actually meet 6 people and have real conversations. Some people say they haven't had a date in a year or 3 years because they've been able to connect, but at least you could speak with 6 human beings in one night.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We do have our final question, and that is, what can we as a community do to help your business and you?
So once we finish Android, we're definitely going to fundraise. So if you guys know anyone that might be interested in helping us out as far as investment, we'd welcome that. Any type of hints and feedback as far as how we can make this better for anybody. And safer, definitely. We want to make sure that our customers are very safe on this app. But yeah, basically, fundraising and just tips and feedback. So.
Thank you.
I'm going to do the shameless plug. So if you know anybody who's single, who wants somebody, tell them to download Bopsee on the App Store. And if they have an Android phone, they can look for it to be available in the Google Play Store at the end of the month.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all so much for presenting.